Nigeria has seen several pockets of protests as the people complain of a high cost of living. Now, protest has been seen in Ibadan, Sokoto, Niger, Kano, where they have all the high standard of living, poverty, food inflation prices, and economic hardship affecting the country. The latest protests saw protesters converge on Mokola, Ibadan, Oyo State capital, carrying placards with various inscriptions and songs of agitation, saying they will peacefully move across some major streets in Ibadan. They appeal to all concerned authorities to join the solidarity movement as the people cannot continue to endure what they describe as unbearable pain.
The whole country is hungry. We just need their intervention. We do not want to fight with them. We are not here to cause any problem. We're just here to tell the government our problems, that they should just look into this for us. That they should please look into the problem of the masses. Help us. Have mercy on us. People are hungry. People are dying daily of hunger. Insecurity is killing people. We just need them to help us. They should just help us. They should just look into our case and be of help to Nigerians. That's just all we need.
Nigerians have the right to hear their opinions. And we cannot say because we are here today, we must not allow every other Nigerians to exercise their constitutional duty. Section 34, 39 and 40 empowers every Nigerian to organize a peaceful assembly and to speak about the economic hardship. On this note, this is not today's own.
Our people have the right to freedom of assembly as it is. But our duty is to ensure that it is not hijacked by unscrupulous elements. And, if caution is not taken, which is why we are here, to ensure that we provide the intelligence and, of course, the physical support.
And joining me on the news to talk about this is Femi Aborishade, a labor rights activist. Good afternoon, Femi. Glad to have you join me.
Thanks very much for having me.
All right, let's start with your position on the protests against the economic hardship in Nigeria, which took place yesterday in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital.
I support the protest absolutely, comprehensively, and totally. And I call on the Nigerian people, the poor Nigerian people, to come up peacefully to show their rejection of the imposition of hardship, which the federal government has renamed renewed hope. It is not renewed hope, it is renewed hardship. If our people are no slaves, they ought to continue to protest peacefully on a nationwide basis. And in actual fact, I also support the call by the Nigerian Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress to call out workers, the unemployed, and poor people in the communities all over Nigeria to protest peacefully against the hardship the federal government and all the governments in Nigeria have imposed on the Nigerian people. I will be part of the protest on the 27th, and we will continue to reject imposition of hardship because Nigerian people do not deserve it. Nigeria has enough wealth, more than enough wealth, to take care of the basic needs of ordinary people. What we do not have are the resources to take care of the greed of the ruling class.
Just to find out from you,
and come to think about it. Come again?
Yes, just to chip in there, Femi, do you fear, this may spiral out of control? We have seen protests in Sokoto, there's been protests also in Kano, and also protests in Niger State, and now we're having protests in Oyo, Ibadan precisely. Do you fear this may snowball into anarchy in the country?
No, it all depends on the way in which the federal government that is in control of the police and the security agencies handle the protest. People have been protesting, to the best of my knowledge, peacefully. Violence occurs only when security agencies violently attack the peaceful protesters. Nobody comes out to be violent. Only the agents of the state, the security agents, usually turn peaceful protests into violence. So we should warn the federal government not to deploy the security agents to attack the peaceful protesters.
Just to find out from you, I mean, you have been for pro-masses for decades, and it appears many of household names in activism are now pro-government activists. Why are you undeterred?
Well, I have made up my mind. I have resolved in my mind, no matter the cost, whether it will cost me my freedom, whether it will cost me my life, to advocate, to protest, to act in defense and promotion of the interests of the masses. A person must stand for something. A person must stand for principles, no matter the consequences. That is the resolution I have taken personally long before now. And there is no basis to back down. It is too late in the day to change. I can never join the rot. So I remain with the masses. I stand by the masses, whatever the cost may be.
Okay, in view of the escalating prices of goods and services, Femi, what would you recommend to authorities as an immediate solution?
As far as I know, I think that the masses should continue to protest and demand resignation of the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in at least 2 of his key speeches, has made it clear that there is no alternative to policies of hardship, that he has no choice. It is not a question of palliatives. Palliatives, by definition, are temporary measures. They never address the root cause. So as far as I know, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu does not intend to reduce the hardship on the people. He plans to implement the policies and programs of the IMF and World Bank, which have thrown our people into chaos. Please let us note one thing. They say they have removed subsidy. But the subsidy they have removed, they are given to the oil dealers. The subsidy they have removed has resulted in increase in budgetary allocations to politicians and to governors. So their hatred is for the masses. They don't want the masses to enjoy the subsidy directly. They prefer that the subsidy goes to the oil dealers and to governors, to the politicians. That is precisely what has happened. Because as they have told us, if there is no subsidy, we would still have been buying fuel at about 1,200 naira per liter. We are still buying at almost 1,000 naira per liter only because government claims to be subsidizing. Yet, what they are subsidizing is gas, or at almost 1,000 naira per liter, we can hardly get fuel to buy. So their plan is to remove the subsidy from reaching the masses, but to benefit politicians, governors, and the oil dealers.
Finally, what do you think should be the disposition of the government or relevant authorities to the plight of the average Nigerian?
The government should be sensitive, but I do not think that the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is prepared to be sensitive. They should listen to the masses. If they're not prepared to govern for the comfort of the masses, then they should resign.
Well, thank you so much for your time on the news. Femi Aborishade,
Thank you very
labor
much,
rights
Dr.
activist, thank you so much.